So I did an interesting video the other day where I started with $500 unit. For the purpose of this video, that's what I'm going to do. But it's the moment it wins, I'm going to reduce it to $100 units. So I'm going in with the mentality that I'm going to reduce as soon as I win. But if I don't win, I'm going to keep flat betting this until I get a +1. Flat betting. I'm not going to 2-bet it. Because quite frankly, I'm only going to have 20 of them anyway with the bankroll at 10 grand. So let's see how far this goes. And as such, I'm going to have to double down qualify. This is a legit chop. Sorry about that. So we have 3 direct. I'm going to try for it on a 1-1. Looks like I lost. Twice. Well, we're at -2, aren't we? Okay. Qualify this now. See if we can't get it to go just 2 banker. Well. We're down 3 already. Hope this isn't conjoined. It is not. Oh, it's tied. It is conjoined. Fuck. Should have waited. So I'm down 4 units. Well. We have to see what happened here now, huh? Could be a 3-4 chop kind of shoot. Who knows? We'll find out right now. Yeah, it is. So, I said I wasn't going to go 2 units, but I can mitigate the parlay. We got to start with the base unit first. We win. Now we wait. We mitigate the parlay. We're going to put half of it out there. Keep the other half. Hopefully we get at least 2 more direct seconds. We got 1. Okay. So we're almost back. We need that bank to cash next time. So that 750 basically gave us 15. So I will pull the other 250 out of that 15 next time and flip 1250. I suppose I don't even have to do that, but I will. Here we go. There's the 50. There's the 2. Yeah. That would give me the 500 then, yes. Yeah. Sorry, let's do it like this so it's clean. First, I'm not even putting it on the right side, right? Now you already know you put it on the wrong side. It's totally going to win on the player now, but I got to do it anyway. I got to hope it works, you know. Fortunately, where I play, I can make this kind of a wager. Alright. So, this is a mitigated parlay off of a 5-unit bet, 500 bet. If this hits, we basically have new life. If not, well, back to 8,000 again, right? And change. Minus change. Gosh darn it, I really want this to work. Because I can't flat bet this, right? I'd have to go back to the 500 base. It's an opportunity that lost by 1. Fucking lost. So now I gotta do 25 plus the 5. That'll be 525. And what did I tell you when I put it on the wrong side? Didn't it? It hit the side that I put it on by accident. I hate that when that happens. Now I gotta do this. I got a natural. Great. I'm down 3 units. Can't do anything here unless I'm gonna bet the chop on a 1-2 bet. It's not qualified though. But it did chop. Of course it did. Let's see if the second thing come out. Did not. So the second seconds are officially over. And we are in chop mode now. And since I burned that hand, I'm going to do this right now. I got it. Now I'm going to burn another hand. I would have won. So that hurts my heart a little bit. I'm going to do this. Tie. And I win. Great. So now, because it is 5 direct, I'm flat betting for this to work. Until it doesn't. And then I'll regress. I have another shot at it. Still win. Okay. Chop's still in play, but now we're going to burn a hand because we had a hiccup. Let's see what it does. Okay, it's still chopping. Could have stuck with it right along, right? That 1-2 was rock solid on a 1-2 bet. Where do you decide that? I mean, look what was happening before. You couldn't say that's what was going to happen here. Or even here. Right? We had that going on. So, you gotta choose your battles the best you can, and whatever will be. But, right there we dodged the bullet. So, we're gonna bet for that chop right now. And just hope it lasts a little while longer. As long as we get this, we got it. So we're still alive. We're only down 1, right? Honestly, we're only down 1. Because this is the base bet right now. And we're not betting this, by the way. We're burning this hand. We're burning this hand. Right? Yeah, because we won on that. So we're burning this hand. Good thing we did. Another natural. So now we gotta hope it doesn't go 3. And if it doesn't, you know, bro, I love you, but bad timing. So if this works here, we got it all back basically, minus a couple dollars. You know, I hope we get this one. Of course, I don't get it. Of course not. We need the struggle in our life. The 3-4 chop is still 100%, by the way. See if a second bank hit. Nope. Okay. I'll go with the dominancy, except I don't want that. The only reason I keep floating that is to make up the commission. I want to make it look pretty. But I'm just done with the... Bro, come on, man. Fuck. I'm not going to burn for the chop. I'm down 3 units. And I bet this, and if I hit this, we're flat betting the chop. Okay, we're flat betting the chop, I guess. I'm not parlaying it, I'm just going to flat bet it. We've lost enough. We got it, though. Should have parlayed it. Fuck. Okay, well, we got to do it again. If it loses... Okay, good, we won. Look at that, we got it all back, minus $1. What do you do now? Do you go for the W here? It's a 2-shot effort. It's a 2-shot effort either way. No matter what you're going to bet here. Just to make it not go 3. Fuck. I really hope it doesn't go 3. It's more nerve-wracking when I put a purple out there, though, ain't it? So we're in the money now. We're up 400. We're not up a unit yet. So, I'm going to reduce to the black chip now because this is a long time. It might keep going. It did. Fuck. You can't worry about the fuck. Now we're up a full unit, minus $7 commission, 6. So, we're going to do this first. And I'll tell you what we're going to do if it fails. It's not going to fail. We're now in mitigated parlay mode. We're going to do $1.50 on this. If it loses, it only costs us $50 for these 2 hands. Okay? Hopefully, we get it. You know, we're putting $50 back in our pocket. And we're rolling the prior winning of 100 plus the remaining 50. for a total of 150, and we hope this stays in a unicorn for a little while. That's fucking sick, by the way. Like, what in the world? See why I like that shit? It looks bizarre. It's not like a long run, but it is to me. I see it enough. Okay. So, let's see if we get it. We might not. Tie. They gotta make me stir a little about it. Oh, look at this. Oh, we won by an ace. But we won. Okay. So for those two hands, we won 100 and then we won 150. And prior to that, we won 5. So in 3 hands together, we won 750. So we're in the money now. Despite some horrendous stuff. But we were never really under 8,000 by much, like dollars and cents, right? Which means we were only down 4 units at our lowest moment. We were only down 4 units at our lowest moment. And the only reason I bet more than 5 was on a mitigated parlay. Otherwise, I'd never bet more than my base bet, which was this. But I'm not doing that right now because this is a long run now. Do I wish I would have just bet 500 every time in that chop run? Sure. Sure. But I'll tell you right now, that's not going to happen as often as you would like. So I have to actually play the way I would, not knowing the results, which I didn't, especially based on the way this produced at the beginning. Right? But it's another example, like I said in the last video, how they'll start out 2-1. You know, or at least trying to run. Never really did, of course. But then you get here and they don't run at all, right? It's like tale of 2 stories here. We're only halfway through, a little more than halfway through, you know. So I did 100 and then I won 100 and then I pulled 50 back and I did 150 for 300. So those 2 hands won 250 collectively. I'm not going to bet the 250 and send this back under 500 again. So I'm going to just take what they give me with the little stuff. And even though I have the ammunition to keep floating this, I don't have to. Because you know why? If you get upside down in a shoe and you keep losing those back to back to back to back, you lose 10 of those, you're down fucking $5,000, bro. I don't want to be down $5,000. That you want to talk about being emotional. Someday that won't bother us. Someday, you know, we'll be working with 50 grand and we'll have 100 of these bitches. We won't care. But right now, we fucking care with a $10,000 balance. That only gives you 20 units. That's not a lot. When you really break it down that way, 10 grand ain't a lot if you're flat betting $500 a hand. That shit be going fast. You get fucked up, especially if you chase. I don't mean to drag that out. But I love you people. We only got each other, guys. See? See? Good thing I didn't do the purple. You think that was going to go all day? I mean, it was looking like it. Now what do you do now? What do you do now? We still have 636. Okay? So, here's my thinking. Okay? I wanted to get off this with the base unit at the very least. So I had the ability to win this, right? At some point I was at that or close to it or above. Well, I'm more than above it now. I'm at 636 and change. So, what I propose is, I could flat bet it. If I lose, I just keep the extra commission money. Or, I just roll whatever's left outside of the 500, which in this scenario would be 136. Not allowed to bet that, so what I will do is I will do the 135. Oops. A couple of these. Alright. Be 135. And that'll become 270, which would effectively give me 770, right? 770. So let's see what happens here. I don't know if it's gonna work. It's a long chop to know, but let's see. So we got it. And don't worry that you could have did 5. Not right now. You know what? I don't even want to say it out loud. But there would be a part of me that would bet that heavy because we got such a long chop out of that. Why not try hard? At least do 250 or something. Right? But I'm trying to be a good example here. And I want you to keep playing with your calculator and tell yourself that $770 is a lot of fucking money if you did that for 30 days in a row. Now, obviously, the catalyst for that was being able to bet this and winning it one time to the good. And we were down 4 of these, right? So we had to do some work to get it back, and it involved the mitigated parlay. You know, but we're burning this hand. It would be at this point to me that I'm just going to see if I can't keeping the arrow pointing up, right? We got a good situation. I'm not going to jump off it. But the second I get 2 hands of pushback, I'm off it. I'm off it. But it might not. And you have to decide for yourself how much you want to use for a 2-hand investment. I'm using a 1/5 value of my 500, which is 100. You can do whatever. You can do $50 on the table minimum if you think this is about to die. Nobody know, right? I mean, I could be wrong right here twice in a row. Let's find out. I got a natural. I'm right. That doesn't matter, though. Nothing matters. But this sure matters. Fuck. Imagine each one of these color changes being worth $500 if you're willing to do it on a 1-2 bet. Oh my goodness. That's why I love the chop. But you gotta let it go when it stops. You know, there's a reason things rhyme. So you think about what you're doing when you're out here. Okay. We're gonna bet the player here. And I won that too. It's just a unicorn chop. I'm not even trying harder. I'm almost at 1,000. Do that for 30 days. Do that for 100 days. You have 100 grand. Okay. Right. And how much did you really need to get that started? You just can't let this will ruin you too. As great as this is, you'll say, this game's so fucking easy. That's all I gotta do. Unfortunately, you won't see this often enough. I'll see whole shoes that don't do anything close to this. It's a fucking nightmare looking shoe. You see this though, and you miss it, you're gonna have some nightmares to follow after that. I have. I wake up thinking I won it, I'm like, fuck, I'm in bed. You will have nightmares when you miss out on these. That's 5 direct again. Okay. I don't know I want to keep playing, but it is 5 direct. So based on my base system, I'm going to put the 1/5 value out there. And I'm going to do this for 2 hands. And I lost. I lost to the 9. I'm going to do the 1-2 bet here. I am. I know. I got it though. So I got another unit out of it. We're over a G. That's the first 2. I mean, it wasn't even a 2-unit bet in my eyes because really it was a 2/5 bet because this is my base value. And I'm reducing to 5 of these. You know, that I'm using the ammunition to go find more. And if it loses, I can't leave the shoe with less than 500 the way I'm playing right now because I'm not being a cunt. I think that has to be rule number 1. Just don't be a cunt. You know. For real. You just can't be a cunt and you'll be just fine. Okay, so by burning that hand, I've allowed myself to dodge the second bank. So right here, I don't even have to bet a lot. I'm just gonna bet 1. And if it doesn't work, fuck them. Chop's over then. It's over. So we're off that shoe with the G. Okay? And yeah, there was a nice long chop here. I could have won a lot of money, and that's probably why we're doing as well as we are. But we should have done a lot better than a G. Fuck. At least from this point forward. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, Even if it was after the 5th, you'd have all these. You'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 color changes before the 12th one failed to not stop at 2. That's a lot. It's 12. We still have 10 minus commission. So we still did okay, I guess, either way, right? Okay, I'm going to stop that video there, but I mean, I want us to think about, like I said, I keep trying to make this simple. You start with whatever your base unit is, multiply it times 5, and then say, can I get 20 of those? Because if I can get 20 of those and I can win that first time, I can then break it down into 5 micro units of these that I can play one at a time. And if they lose, it was their money anyway. But if they win, I can see if I can flip them. Or mitigated parlay and see what that turns into. Meanwhile, keeping these for myself. And if it loses, that's all I lost really was 50. Not one with a 0 on the end. You know what I mean? If you're following what I'm saying here. You win that. And then you add another 50 to it. You keep your other 50 back. And you win that. Well, now you have double that. Right? So now you take your other 50 out. Right? Now everything that's on the table is theirs from that initial black chip. If you flip that, you got another 5. You'd have this then. It would have been all theirs. You put that right in your pocket. You start over with this shit again that you still have in front of you. Follow. Win the big boy. And then ask for black. Don't ask for the purple. Ask for the black and see what you can turn these bitches into. Listen, I've said it before. I've gone in with just this. Okay? And I've turned those into purple chips by finding a way to flip it direct 5 times is $480 without ever mitigating it. Now, being right 5 times in a row is difficult unless you're willing to hunt for one certain thing, and it's always got to cash. But what if it did? What if it did? I mean, look at this shit. Potentially, 4 out of 5 times it's going to stop right on 3. Let's see if it did. Let's see if it did. Tie. It needs to go player. Okay. It didn't work, but the 3-4 is still alive. So if you were willing to flat bet it, you could get it right back. And you would have. So you'd still be alive there. So if you're playing a 3-4 chop and you're willing to put it out there and never increase it for the shoe, you would have had 3 wins and 2 ties. Still 3 wins. What do I say about 3 a day? But if it ever goes 5, I'm off that shit. I'm not playing the rest of the shoe for a 3-4 chop. But you have to decide that going in, if that's the way you want to play it. How many shoes do you see that stop right on 3 and never go 4? I mean, you know, something gonna go 5. It's almost always something gonna go 5. We're just trying to make you think out loud about things. There's a lot of ways you can play this stupid game, but you win this one. And by the way, it doesn't even have to be this. I'm doing this to make the numbers easier to follow. What if your 5 unit was something like this, like I said before? 250. And you win that. Now, you can break that up into 5 of those. Less stressful, right? But damn, dude, even if you flip 53 times, you got $400, 350 net. 350 net's enough to go home for the day. It's over 10G a month. Just doing that off of $50. If you were able to get 100, 200, 400, it'd be $50 net commission, notwithstanding. You'd have 350 a day. 10.5 a month. So I can't do it for you. you know. But you all have the ability to not be cunts and to not chase. And that's really all it is. I'm going to keep saying that, saying it for myself when I'm ready to start with my big boy money. That will be a reality every day. I won't be afraid. Won't be afraid as long as I don't chase. Because if you chase, you know, you put these out there too many times, and we were down 4 of them. I was like, oh shit, that looks scary. I'm down to 8,000 already. But really, I knew in my mind it was only down 4 units. And when you're able to decompress that, that's all they are, units. And you know you have enough to survive with of that unit. You should be alright, in theory. It could be a bad day, of course. But the resolution doesn't have to come the very next hand. You can grind that shit out over a series of shoes or whatever. It doesn't all have to be in the same shoe. I dare say if it's a bad go in one shoe, you probably don't want to keep playing that shoe anyway because it's just going to be mental gymnastics. Fuck. See you in the next video. Good shoe though. Look at that chop, man.